Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Saturday the 14th of December 2024. If you want to go at it yourself, I'll put a link down in the description. It's a free crossword on the Guardian's website. So this one's been set by Tramp. It's a new name. I'm not sure I've seen Tramp before. Maybe one in the past, not sure. But as with all the cryptids, because these are a series of puzzles that are aimed at beginners, it's an 11 by 11 grid. And it's limited to 4 types of clue. And today we've got anagrams and hiddens. So those are nice because they give us some letters to put on the board, if we can spot them. Charade, which is where you take at least 2 words and combine them to make another word. And then soundlikes, which I know people have a problem with, and I go through the soundlikes and how to break them down, know which answer to put in. I go through that slowly and try and really explain it. So I don't think there's anything more to say. So I'm just going to check I'm recording correctly. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to crack on. So, successful books from footballer and actor Peter. Oh, okay. Books I would think of as NT, New Testament, Old Testament, footballer and actor Peter. Peter O'Toole is about the only person. George Best is about the only footballer I can think of. I have no idea what we want in there. I'm going to move on to the next clue. Foreign character makes me think we're maybe looking for one of the Greek alphabets. Seen in makes me think we're looking at hidden, so we've got Omega. Our home game. Omega. Bears, fancy. Probably an anagram of bears, sword, sabre. Okay, so there's only 3 or 4 types of sword you want, which are the foil, epee, and sabre. Then you can think about a scimitar. There's 1 or 2 other words for a sword, but generally those are the ones that will come up most often. Driest ground. Ground is a good anagram word. To walk has got 6 letters, almost 6-letter clue, but driest is also a 6-letter word. And I'm looking and going, to walk is to stride. Okay, so I'm going to keep going on the crosses. We could come back and fill these in now, but I'm going to go this way. Fool could be an ass. Expert is an ace. Witness in part. In part makes me think there might be hidden. We've got a 4-letter word we're looking for, so O-O-L-E, Olex. Nothing there. Twit. There's twit. Okay. Extract from, maybe another hidden word. Nobel laureate call. Call makes me think ring or bell is Nobel laureate. Okay. There we go. Person. Person doesn't mean anything. That's fetching. Is more naked report. Okay, reportedly I can see on the end of the clue. So this is going to be a sound like. So we're looking for a word that is to mean naked. More naked is nuder. Nuder. Person that's fetching. Is that someone who's attractive? Does it mean like fetching in that way, or are we talking someone who's waiting? I'm not sure what that wants. I think that might be a clue that ends more naked. Probably an word. Don't know. Flyer could be an anagram thing. Is part of. Okay, part of is definitely thinking hidden word. Squadron essentially. Flyer. What have we got? Drone. Drone in there. Guides. Guides. Not any thoughts on guides. In northern city, picked up. Now, picked up is a good sound, a good typical sound-like indicator. So we want a northern city, and I think my northern city here is going to be Leeds. So the city of Leeds. So that is next to the sound-like indicator. So we start there, and now we need to convert it to a guide, which would be, or guides, which would be Leeds, like that. So the fact that northern city is next to the sound-like indicator of picked up is where we start, and then we convert it, and that's how you decide which one to put in if you're not sure. Our greenest bananas. Something about this clue looks like it might be an anagram to me. Green bananas. Bananas is an anagram word. One might cut branches. So what we've got 11 letters. Our is 3. Greenest is 8. So yeah, it's 11 in there. So what cuts branches for? I mean, I've got to think of some kind of saw. Chainsaw. Our greenest cut branches. I assume it's not anything to do with CEOs or banks. I need some letters to help me out on that anagram. I'm not even going to try and anagram it yet. So punches part of rib, part of again. I can see in the clue I've got 5 letters OS. I can see some O's and S's over here. So here's blows across rib, low, shot. And punches are blows. Okay. Successful books from football. I did say George Best, didn't I? Best and Peter Sellers would be the actor. Peter Sellers, bestsellers. Okay, now that really helps out these down clues, you can see. So let's have a look what we've got here. S-E-R-L-O. Earlier, one's touring South African country. So I would think we're looking for the name of South African country here, but I'm not entirely sure. And we've got an anagram of earlier ones, and touring is the anagram indicator. My African countries are pretty good if I want to, like Sierra Leone would fit that. So let's just have a look at earlier one. Sierra, looks about right. Sierra Leone with an E. Yeah, Sierra Leone, or whatever, however you say it. Apologies to any Sierra Leoneans. I've got 6 letters to get. I've got SAD, got sad second word, got sad, going out for party. Party's normally a do, which would leave me stag do as if it's an anagram. Okay, so with this I'm now beginning to just think of what words will go in here. So this could be like loss or lose, and then I'm going looking for that in the clue a bit. So what have we got? Record from composer on the radio. Okay, so on the radio is another type of sound like indicator. The composer that comes to mind is Liszt, who is spelled L-I-S-Z-T. So we need to then convert that to a record now, if you haven't figured it out already. List and list. So there we go. On that one it's easy to know which one to put in because Liszt from the composer is spelled with a Z extra, so it's 5 letters. Elbow, something came up here I think. Band, okay, elbow. Which are not the most well known, I assume. Before musical, it's hard work. Elbow grease. Okay, elbow grease, that's hard work. Okay. We've got sent, spent, and among other words that might fit in here. Cover, that woman on film. Now that woman would make me think she, and the film that comes up quite a lot in crossword land is E.T. Now it's a very random film in terms of if you've never done a crossword before, but if you've done a cryptic crossword for a few months or maybe a year or whatever, you will probably see E.T. the film as a film clued, and obviously a sheet here as a cover. What have we got here? Supplier in basement for delivery. Now the in makes me think there might be a hidden word, but I can't think. We've got an L, 6 letters, let's work back. D-E-L. I don't think there's that. Supplier in basement for delivery. Delivery could be something to do with bowling, bowler, basement. That's a tough reading clue. I mean, what have we got? We've got anagrams. We've got a 6-letter word. We're looking for an anagram. None of those big words is. There's no 6 letter words there. Could be. I don't. Is there a hidden word in? So we're looking 4 letters back from 3 letters back, which would be up, lie. Don't think that's one. Or if we go with the L, what have we got? R-D-E-L. So I don't think it's a hidden word. So we haven't actually had any charades, or not many charades. I suppose elbow grease was the charade. Delivery, or a sound like. Delivery might be a sound like. Basement is cellar. There we go, cellar. So here we have an example of, do I put in cellar spelled S-E-L-L-E-R, or do I put cellar spelled that way? So how you decide is that delivery, in this case, is the sound like indicator, and it's next to the basement. So we start with basement, which is the cellar, and now we convert that to be the cellar, like that. Okay. One clean, so we've got B something, D something, something. One cleans behind bed. It is messy. One cleans behind bed. It is messy. Could be an anagram, but I don't. Is it? Yes, it's okay. Sorry, I've just worked out the anagram. Okay, so Messi is our anagram indicator. Now we've got bed, which is helped out by having a B and D there, and it. So when you think about what that anagrams do, it becomes the B-day, which cleans the behind. Rinse off sticky substance. Could be an anagram of rinse. And actually off is the indicator here. 5 letters with an S in it, rinse, and a sticky substance is resin. So yes, that is an anagram. Okay, getting down to the last few now. Just look at the last of the down clues. So learner is normally an L. Driver, say, could be e.g. with small limbs. Learn driver is an L, yep. Okay. And say is to e.g. and put small on the end, gives you limbs, which are legs. Okay, something like terror maybe going in here. Oh no. Nope. So yeah, we've got this sound like, haven't we? Something that's more naked. I said nuder, didn't I? Bearer. Person that's fetching. Somebody, yeah, okay. The only problem with putting bearer in there, and I think it's bearer. Oh yes, bearer. If it fit with a nuder, I was trying to work out how it's spelled differently, and if you're more naked, you'd be B-A-R-E. So convert that to become bearer in that way. So remember, if you find the sound like indicator, you then work out what word that is like, which would be bearer, B-A-R-E. Let's do it, what the heck, B-A-R-E, like that. And now we convert it to what we want for the answer, which is bearer, like that. So finally, our greenest bananas. One might cut branches. Tree, surgeon, I think it fits in there, doesn't it? And fits the anagram. So there we go, tree surgeon, I think that's the answer. Let's check everything. Okay, it all seems happy, so there we go. I felt like I went through that really quickly. Things were just jumping off the page at me there. Nice little puzzle from Tramp there. As I say, I'll try and put the link down in the description if you want to. Well, you've seen the video now, so but obviously you can go through that again and get to any of the old ones. So there we go. Hope that's helpful, and if you have got it, let me know down in the comments how you did. Thanks for watching.